One of my goals for 2026 was to read more horror, and I've actually read 3 out of the 6 books I've read so far this year are gothic horror books, so I am succeeding, and I want to talk about them because I think they're all unique and good in their own ways. Right now I have Midnight Rooms. I really love this one. It's a gothic horror romance, and when I say romance, it is a very toxic romance. I don't know exactly if you're supposed to be rooting for the couple, but this one follows her FMC. Her mother was white and her father was black. Because of that, she is looked down upon in society during this time period. I believe it's like sometime in the late 1800s, and she basically has no men really interested in her until one day this guy comes along that is like a lord who takes an interest in her and says he's noticed her, and her relatives who aren't her parents, who her aunt and uncle, basically are ready to just give her away to anyone. So she accepts his marriage proposal without really knowing him. She moves to his estate, which is very gothic-y, weird, creepy, almost decrepit in a way. She meets his very odd family. Sounds like a lot of gothic romance books, but this one definitely has a sinister tone to it. You also don't know exactly what's going on. The ending is also very ambiguous, so if you are not a fan of that, you might not like the ending, but for me, I enjoy that in a book because I like to look and see what other people's theories are. But this one was probably like almost a 5 star. I think the only reason why I knocked it down 0.5 was just because there were some parts that I felt were like a little slow, but overall this was like a slam dunk book to start the year. This Cursed House. So this one is a southern gothic horror. It takes place in the late 1960s, and in this one we follow our main character. She leaves her teaching job in Chicago for various reasons. We come to find out she is going to be a tutor for this young girl that she assumes at this manor. I think it's in Georgia. I lied, sorry, it's New Orleans. And when she gets there is no little kid to tutor. She's like, what the hell? Of course, leading up, people are telling her not to go to this manor. Basically, this story is so bizarre at times. You find out there are curses and things that this family and what happens to them. This one was almost a little bit annoying just because I feel like I would have gotten the hell out of there, been pissed off once you figure out what happens, but I do think it ends on a happy note in a sense. And the last one I have is The Whistling. So this one takes place also, I think, in the late 1800s, and it's set in Scotland. And our FMC is moved to Edinburgh to this coastal town to basically become a nanny slash tutor for this young girl. And this young girl is selectively mute because her twin brother died. She hasn't spoken since. They're like 9 years old. There's some sinister tones going on, sinister things happening with the death of this young boy. We come to find out again, this is where it feels more of like a ghost story because I don't think like the reveals are too like, oh my god, that's such a twist, but it's like the lead up tension feeling while reading it. You also are kind of confused. FMC, a good ghost story, especially if you want more gothic vibes. I think the atmosphere, the way the writer really paints a picture of this town and this manor and the creepiness of it, she does a really good job of that. I usually post like just pictures of the books I read, but let me know if you want me to go into more depth of anything I posted recently of like gothic books to read on a cold winter night, because this is definitely my favorite genre to read during this time of year. And if you have any other recommendations, please let me know. I actually got a lot of these recs from other people because I have enjoyed all of these so much.